This is apparently a true story that made the rounds. I hope some of y'all saw this, but there was some guy somewhere who apparently vowed to chop his own penis off if Notre Dame won the national championship. I mean, Jesus Christ. But they didn't, thank God for him, and I guess go Buckeyes. But a crazed fan on Reddit, this ended up going viral, and a lot of people believe he was at least halfway serious, said he would have had his penis surgically removed if the Fighting Irish won the game. He even made it clear that he'll have to be flexible as he considers he has a wife and his 2 children. The part I found weird was when apparently the wife was on board with it, as part of the Reddit post said that he can go through with his plan as long as they accommodate the family planning. So you might want to have a couples counselor on that one. But the full thing, in case you missed it, this went all over the place. This guy's Reddit post, and I read, said, addressing the dick bet, as many of you are aware, 2 months ago I made a bet that I would chop off my humongous ding-dong, sure it is, if Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish win the college football playoffs. At the time, this seemed like a safe bet because Notre Dame had only played against our nation's troops and were looking like the next fraud alert. However, due to flawed playoff seeding and Carson Beck's weak pussy ass, I have found myself in a situation where Notre Dame will be playing for a national championship next week, placing my dick right on the chopping block. I just want to make it very clear that if Notre Dame wins the national championship, I will firmly stick to my word, capital letters, and receive a professional surgery that will safely remove my penis. I refuse to let my team be cursed, and if this means that I will lose my blank in the process, then so be it. Also, just FYI, I am banned from college football memes, so I cannot respond to this anymore. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but go Buckeyes. And I guess he got lucky. He didn't have to do the old snip there, but Jesus Christ. There was 3 questions and 3 thoughts, I guess, that went through my mind as I heard about this. The first one is, I really wish they would have won, so he would have had to have gone through it. I would have given him an okie doke. Here's what I would have done. Instead of making him go all the way through, I would have let him at least get to the consultation, the anesthesia, and go all the way under. And then when he wakes up, wake up in a damn loony bin where he belongs with mental health professionals that could hopefully help this psycho out. Number 2, I'm a sports fan, and look, I love sports. I don't think, I do a sports podcast. Obviously, I'm a fan of it. I don't think there is anything in the world I have ever rooted for that is so important that I would be willing to chop off that, part of my body.
This man has no...
over the outcome of a sporting event. And then 3, I thought about, well, if I had to cut off an appendage, I guess it would be somewhere between, it would have to be a finger or toe. Like, those would be the only 2 options, right? I mean, everything on your body is pretty useful, at least your appendages are. That still is a toss-up for me, because what I've been told, if you lose a toe, even your pinky toe, you have to relearn how to walk. But then if I get rid of a finger, even if I get rid of, like, an index, every day I'm going to have people ask me, hey, where's your finger? And I have to be like, oh, well, I made a deal with some weird demon so Steph Curry could get his 5th ring, and then I had to have my finger chopped off. I don't think... it's not a dinner conversation I want to have every day. So I don't know if the guy was serious, and if anybody else, this inspires others. There's always copycats to go forward with this claim. I only hope that we at least let them get to the final point of, like, they're all the way under, they're put asleep in anesthesia, and then somebody wakes them up where they belong, which is in a mental institution, to be like, dude, you were about to do what in order just to let your team, or over a bet to win a sporting event? You were out of your rabbit-ass mind. So I guess... good thing that it didn't happen. I would have at least liked to see if he was all about that talk. I mean, he's putting up in capital letters, I firmly stick to it. I will cut my humongous you-know-what off, and questions on whether it's really that big. The wife was like, dude, you can go ahead and get rid of that little tiny feller there. We ain't really worried about that. Just go ahead and give me a couple in the sperm bank there, and we'll call it a day, you nut. But anyways, didn't have to do it, so I guess congratulations to Ohio State, and congratulations to the man who did not chop off his own dick.